This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
I Boadu TV. Na Kevin tell us that he be a boom or say Adwoa Safo or bipolar. Kevin Taylor. Also just for bipolar. Now she said na osi emu nim kasa editia Kennedy a onyi ni said papa wu ye krosun sa. Aso she said na wo kasa de maba omia. Kasa rough Kennedy so chiwi wa bo 2. Ukita ne kwala 2. Obejino holding atem. Wa cheche no maybe ebi secret hwehwe audios ne videos bi eguma wa chese NPP no we NPP direct omkosoba from grandpa still we gunu so ndo waka dia mbetimi aye na o say ye friends ye kokana ntia Michael Kwe ene nam na wo ye interview Michael Kwe ye ni Michael Kwe na muntie kwawu Elon Musk kwawu Elon Musk ena echere sesesi ade ba omi awai se tomatoes a wa apron odum kodwa so a yento entidia no yenja ba omi echidi okada so nimsi legalize yes they legalize okada
Adwoa Safo or bipolar Andra me in part 1 Adwoa Safo part 1 bipolar 1 and then me be bipolar 2 Adwoa Safo kasa Andra no kan bibi or say NPP flag bearer race or say let's stop blaming Bawumia for destroying the economy. Was he the finance minister? Adwoa Safo Jimmy Mumia nkotie no hwe time Adwoa Safo kasa hwe na no ne na bodwe agove kakra wom onza Adwoa Safo or agove kakra with all due respect to autistic people or your autistic kakra o kasa no hwe ne ni hi ha why say wo oje mic no hwe na no ne mic na no se bonsua o bipolar wo ena Bawumia mo peso mo use no enra o se ye ne Ghana for ye jimi adenti ne ye blame Bawumia the economic management team o se ade na ye te Ghana ye blame Bawumia na Bawumia no na ye finance minister na finance minister ne papa wuye Adwoa Safo papa wuye kura we nzuzei kwasia o se Mahamudu Bawumia Dr. Mahud ba enye Mahud Mahamudu we fa ni diangasa de muni ni diangasa de mumuni ena o se ompe yenye na Mahamudu Mahamudu enye Mahmud wa we nim se wo ani papa ewu abofunu o kase nyoma bebre na mamu lose elections no na me gensa obeka se ena me so bi jam adwuma to wokotena abrochire na me gensa obeka sa autistic child with all due respect to autistic people na me gensa wo Adwoa Safo be bia wano aka say you know something nyoma ye ene ho fono Ghana fo enti na mututi aye na me kura me amgina ha oba Jimmy 47 ye ma me dwuma de se ndi mo a motete wo musika moto ajeje ne ye de ma me na reti abrochire di nkwasi asem me ye video be kire mo say the county and the humanity and the nini kwasia na me jinso obeka sa na o papa company na watene wo wure mu ono se manager no eja ho kwotena brochire 2 years a o papa anka odi nkume fa ditrim abuofunu koto de ne bodwe o se de Bawumia anya dien Bawumia na onya finance minister enti enko blame hwan oforiata o ya fish papa o se supeku o sa o tani a o have say wo se supeku wasuntre mu se supeku o se de Mahamudu Bawumia enye finance minister inti mama ye mblemu no na mo power no mo am party for no ka say yenyi Bawumia na Bawumia no yeyi no mo power na wana na ewo majority in parliament why wanu se bonsua enkwasi akeka na woji se mo ka we na yakoto aba ma Bawumia yanti krom ha o kasa na wo se de mate ɛyɛ na mate deɛ otumi ekɔgye ne master adwuma yɛ yɛntie na mate ka sɛ ɔde 33 policies abana ne master jimi na ɔno ne policies na yɛ adwuma Adwoa Cobra na yɛnti krom ha Adwoa Supeku na yɛnti krom ha ɛna saa mate no mate wala yi no ne nam hɔ no saa munafiki mutum banza ni mate no yɛnti krom na mate ne ka kyerɛ sɛ under ɔno he was able to bring out 33 policies. Now 33 policies no na ne boss ne wen. 33 policies no ebini die he. Se mate ni chance to work under his boss a den na mate etumi 33 policies ba ya na Ogina state edi jimi no ho. Mate ka kire se under ne boss no or the digitalization ba ye ana enye mate na de ba ye odwan. Moye dirty foolish stupid politics. When you said that on 1992, now I can say me papa ni way, so papa wu. Yen nyina papa be wu. Na obeka say papa ni enti, wa kwatina party na wu jimi ho. Mahamudu ba omi ameka nkyere say under the boss eye Ekufuado. Say wantumi anya adwuma bia, that he should not take credit for anything. Tie me, wenim se Cobra onyem. Wenim se Cobra onyem. Mahamudu ba omi ka kire say the economic management team na ono wate no and no a better chair NDC economic management team NDC for kran kai no ono ne team no ono na ebe lead team we amama den a change Ghana's economy kwasia mate etmiti economic management team. Who is going to allow a mate to head an economic management team? Ayana okasa de wabo dam no okasa se ne wo by heart inti okasa by heart otra no ojimi mu no twanto de cabo asi yentwa ne bema grain onim nyansa ba akumpo ogine kire inwan oso ba omi aye mate na mate no eden no ankasa mate ni ka kire say ne boss ejimi nti 33 policies no de run Ghana 33 policies no na mate no oni power no what 33 policies no ne 33 policies no eden na mate to make a kire ye na beka so 33 policies enyo no na beka kire wa no se Supeku be me bia de beda wo nkwase akeka ukasa se ne wo by heart nti ukasa by heart wo by heart wo without zip code unni be bia ugina o hwe zip code no wo setafre wo without zip code nti ukasa without zip code you don't check a zip code a ugina mansa na wakasa mo kasa te say jimifo mo dwen say ye refi kofa sa abozigi we meka nkire ye say 33 policies no economic management team FX committee sa nyoma ni nyina ho na ehede anya Mahmoud ba omi na beka che say wa lock dollar no e de dollar no ahye eye efiase e makin wa mene abuofunu Mahmoud ba omi ka say ono a lock dollar no na dollar no lock e no or the wotoma na lock dollar na say or the dey na lock dollar no wo papa wu na unkosu wo papa enye jimini be yi a ehede na political party efaw na mo twe wase te se odwanfunu na unnim nyansa se ubesu wo papa wabetena keka nkwase asem kofre aye saa kwa de bra meka nje se 33 policies no time ode ba na Ekufuado ewu. We want to know when people try to underestimate our intelligence yabema na fono mo some try anything silly sankwas mumma en nananoma mobete party. Some would try anything silly. Some would try say you want to underestimate the reasoning power of Ghanaians. Yabe mana funomo. Ajantra for ma. Would you see a Jimmy? Huh? Into your refi. Now Adwoa Safo ba Jimmy bekache say ba omia na ordinary finance minister abuofunu. Kennedy Japan to dime a dime denche edi asase be 5 acres ka ho. Ukwa na osako see estate ka asase no ho ende obkwase aba ugina ho edi Kennedy atam bema wetume yi ne bottom sika to dan ama wo ama edan no ebi aso osumo nya hu sika edi yati kroma beka kire sen metumi a remind o sa abozigi na wa wenim se wowo etietim na weni asese biwu no oka kire se owo 33 policies ono na introduce ye and the Ekufuado leadership na oye vice president. He was in charge of the economy. Ono ne kai so lucky dollar. Now let me play it for you to hear. Ofui obetena bro chire kwasiaba oka kire na o slang kire na ye de taxes etua oka na odwan wo di sika to ka ma oba Now papa na Nigeria ayɛ dindindin na ɔde hyɛ fridge mu no. O papa ne company ɛna nka obi ɛgya company to wɔ ɛkɔtena brochire 1 year or 2 years say me so me yare anka papa nka ɔbɛte aseɛ abuofunu
promoting na me nkɔdi president ejumano mo nyinaa mo nim sɛ agorɔ no ɛbɛ so a ɛfiri anapa tututu ɛna
nkwasi akeka na yɛtea ne yɛhwɛ mo ogyina stage ka kyerɛ sɛ 33 policies, agenda 111, good for oil, digitalization, one constituency, one ambulance. And the Oka just about Mia. Now he wasn't in charge. Now no a mate. Wenum tumse kokuo. Wenum tumse kokuo. If a private jet, Edwardson and Musa Bragana, never to about for e-levy, wo Adwoa Safo. Why na wo bottom? Yeah, the taxpayers' money, if a private jet mao. Emma, why we see mu jire se the we made wo Malaysia. Etna private jet mu ebaye. Adentra kwasiaba mabetna America. And yes, I the taxpayers' money. Ade abefa private jet amount na odi tena mu ba Ghana. Why wa funu se nchachira ebe to aba. Say yemfa 11 tonkof o bodam wo. We kuro bi nka wo dam dada ye jeli krama wa pratete. Na wo chan agrada. Wo chan agrada na papa ni edian. Papa na wo wu na Nigeria ayedendenden no. Dia na ɔde kyɛn agrada bɔne a wɔadi Ghana ne korɔ no a wɔbɔ Ghana indirectly no ɛde na kyɛn agrada wo kyɛn agrada na because wo yɛ politics krɔmfoɔ ba yɛ kasa mo ma yɛn kasa ewifoɔ te sɛ mo no credibility no integrity foolish people who were given power to serve you turn around to use us like animals kwasia ɔbɛgyina ka yɛ sɛ Bawumia he wasn't in charge abofu na na we in charge Bawumia was in charge of the finances. Inti anya day 33 policies no ye di nguruma na ye sa 33 policies na also ye no or the nguruma na ye odwan o papa Jerry aye din de ehwe fridge mu mo kyeremamfo kora kyekere obuntumi kyekere odwan won kodwene ho o papa Jerry aye din ehwe fridge mu ye dane ne kora ye dane no wa wani asese petua begina se Bawumia we should not blame Bawumia hwe the aggression a wo nima wo de kan kwase asem ebre no bibi te say wo a foolish girl like you disrespecting Ghanaians ye the private jet na be fa wo efri aburuchiri o ka che say wo ma now you minister o tina private jet mu etwa picture be kire ye abuofunu Ghana papa dia abuofunu Ghana papa dia now we are sitting minister of state o ka che say yamfa private jet me fa wo I got a living what's America Kurasi, Massachusetts. I'm a tam Ghana sika the private jet. Ebefa Kurasi ni ba to saw. Set them na obabi to confornoche neba ewudan na so adan oxygen ni ho. Na obabi eti hospital bi wo dome kwabenya na onyem na moja ni wontina wewu. Na obabi esu anakuma because neba ajare ema sebio de odebo akoto eyede eduro onyebi ni asese sika de ababru che se kwasi abate se wo fu plane na sabra beto aba na sakọ odwan na na mu se ejimi ohun nipa fifi te se mo amuni bibia nyanse bia ni mutrim politics na asenti ye the private jet na be foul na utim na utwa picture kire ye wonko a whole jet o ka kire se nyoma bebre ni ye you are a main reason. We are one of the main reasons in here. NPP will be in opposition for 40 years. But he does not know some real people and a Ghana for who are come aba. Unkwasi bipolar ne ba na o ma meso so. A man for bipolar ba no ma loko mu ho dem no. O de bipolar ba no afre be ma na da. Abuofunu. Wa apete. Onim nyansa. O papa da odamokyere we keki. Ne jari yentumi nkyekere. Ya betamu jet na nie, private jet we e no tenemu. Eduane e serve unie. You sat in a private jet na domi kwa benya ma omunya nsuo nom. Na oba ete kwan ho oba kwabenya na ototon body a yatoto na mfuturo e bono na kwase aba te se wo ote private jet im ye de wo ba mo abeto aba sa de akọ na waji sika de atoka ama wo ba abuofunu and wo abeji michael wanu se pokuo One no se kokua begina say Bawumia no ye finance minister. Nyome bia ye. O bodam men yes I stake ni biem. Me se ujimi a papa ye be sie ni sa akokɔ. Ujimi a o papa ye be sie ni sa akokɔ. Luma de nkura be efe. Sa wanja ujimi kasa na nkwasi akeka no. Ene sa jimi na ujimi ogana ye be sie o papa sa akokɔ. Unnim nyansa. Nipa bebre na mo dwen say o papa ato na obesua nyansa no. So mo say wajimi. Until they are going to treat you like that. Mahamudu Bawumia asa akokasa. And watre the adwenia say in 41 years onya tumia or de tumini beye. And this video is quite shocking because Saoshe Obi de Bawumia wa adwene be say at least when you a little bit of experience politics or be join here or you ignorant woman. But every statement it gives you a clear indication say Mahmoud Bawumia is not a presidential material. He's not intelligent enough to understand the say position now all pay and now politics now all yes see it is politics and as a position all power and your NPP nkwana bit mama to me. He's still not able to. He's not been able to reach out of the NPP kind of thinking to understand the say for you to even win power in Ghana or party no so yeah the number no 2 ekra ema o party o party number 1 yeah the 2 cry you cannot still win the elections. We're making some astonishing, serious, shocking statement to be abra oshia NPP 4. Now the statement ni nyina say eye ono obedi president the NPP aban be create portal bi ana data bi a adwuma bi ababeda ho bia no sa data no eye NPP fo nko an egum nti adwuma beda ho a otam adwuma na odema NPP fo nko a asema ende ode ne campaign no o say ne party eye NPP no so ono ba omi abeli di party no na se obenya tumi a Oma start gada NPP fo nyina abodamfo ajantirafo omo munko school omo mako school omo creative folder bi data bi a aban adwuma bi ababeda ho bia no se NPP fo no a omo create data na enya adwuma na Ghana ni bia ni obenya adwuma enti it is going to be NPP first se nipa na qualify o unqualify yo se NPP fo ni nya adwuma nya ya enya dia Ghana ni bia outside NPP no
is vanished forever.
Like serious oh. Asama ba omi gina MPP fo nim ka kire omo say. Sesi ano de omo ye nyina ne say omo gada NPP for data. Ejuma bi ani wa so no obedi president a say MPP for no ye party card holders na enya obi ani Ghana obenya ejuma. Eba loans a MPP for nko be mo loans ansa na adwene Ghana ni bia ho. Eba scholarship a NPP for nko scholarship ansa na adwene Ghana ni bia ho. Eba ejuma ye fa until some befa MPP for no nko awie no enya de o medwene Ghana ni bia ho asema ba omia ejina Ghana fo enimu ka kire no no. So in his head no or yantuman as a nation obediso na on NPP for enko na decided on beso ye. This guy tomorrow is going to come to you and say, "Yenyina ye Ghana for yembra na yento aba na yenyina yento Ghana." But ende ojina ye catch say, "Omu create data. Ama MPP for nko na sa data no, the omu de say loans, eye injuma, contracts, scholarships. Omu categorize it. Inti kwasi ampenye bia ono obo flag ma MPP a yeso onko school also onko no Bawumia ka to the team say I don't have to go to school because Bawumia gada ye nyina ye din dia to ho inti me manko school kura Bawumia betumi amama ko headmaster same mini qualification kura Bawumia betumi ko fam adwuma e minerals commission mama ko head of HR Mahamudu Bawumia ka kire MPP for say apart from MPP for Ghana for ya ka nyina ye jimi enti yeso be ka kire Bawumia say MPP for nko na beto abama no. And video way We will remind Mahamudu every single day of this video. Mahamudu Bawumia, yabe kind video way every day of his life. And yabe watch the Ghana for momo intentions that done it him. Adwene po a opeso de be the president ni nyina nie. Montumame ni nyina nie. Yane Ghana for ntoma wo. Netam Ghana for sika na fama NPP for nko a. De all catch no. And you see, this is a serious statement. This is a serious statement because basically, Bawumia catcher say, so we Ghana ni kura na onye NPP ni na woto abama na woto nkwasi aba. We are pimfo, we are hunani, we are dagatini, we are sremni, we are santini, we are kouni, we are infantini. Na onye MPP ni awudi ewo amudeta so. Na woto abama Bawumia be the president a woto nkwasi aba because you are not his priority. Wo hiano. Eye MPP for na Bawumia recognize it. Bawumia does not recognize anybody who is not an MPP member. Asema oka che no. Sa wonya MPP ni Bawumia hu so yakwasi ampanyi, but ohia utumi, ohia power, ohia vote e dia be di president. Sa woya Ghana ni na se onya MPP ni awudi wo data so a sa woto ababa Bawumia ohun so yakwasi because o to nkwasi aba because wonya ho mfaso bia. It is not about you who is out of the NPP. It is all about ononen and kwafwa or who say they deserve an opportunity and not you. So statement way, it is not different from when Bawumia told in Kremufo say because oyen Kremoninti and they selecting the some NPP flag bearer. There's no difference. Upobia or yes segregation in politics. Or yet the tribalistic Bawumia. Bawumia's thought process in isolation. It's all about isolation. You were mufrim and nitina wama we chechu ankwara we sika or mudidi Kennedy ni Brian watchem atem because our dream be say wonya ono a wa maka nyina magimi enti obi de say abronye obi de say sa ankwara o mudidi Kennedy atem ye de omo ye nyina Dennis Miracle aboagem no Bawumia ene hye obi de say akosia menumu omudi Kennedy atem omututu ankwara sika emawde TikTok no. That is how Bawumia operates. Into we are no abeka che say Bawumia de oni atem ba Bawumia odi atem che Ghana politician bia. Bawumia ote say obi a finance galamsey. Your friend no eyedien, your friend no obi a finance galamsey. Omo friend no eyedien sponsor. Bawumia is a political sponsor. En kwasiade ekoso Ghana politics mu nyina no Ghana politics take a bad turn no Mahamudu Bawumia one ne yire. They are political sponsors or to say galamsey sponsor okute sika no shechire and say destroy my opponent. That is what he's doing. Because this statement, it is not different from Mahamudu Bawumia standing before Nkremofo munim nyansa and telling them say because we Nkremoninti and an MPP for yimi. There's a video there, you know. And I can play that video for you to listen. In 2024, Bawumia jina eye Nkremofo nim ka chom say oye 10 ye yi ni so medi MPP nim. Mahamudu Bawumia asema obi na no kan ye no. So we need to be careful about such a character. Or you're very diabolic, eh? Ochina, he will try and come and clean himself. And do you know what he's going to do? They are going to use the OBs. They are going to use MPP for. They will start to try and clean him up. The guy is a danger to Ghana politics. Uboso Ochina, Osako campaigner, he will try and dilly-dally. He will try and go around the crimes he has committed. Bawumia, yeka obi odena no committed political crimes. Bawumia. And this statement you heard, do not joke with it. Bawumia is preparing himself to lead as a tyrant. Okay? So I'm going to Abadama Bawumia to become the leader of the NPP. He will become an automatic tyrant in the party. And you people, or the what we call democracy, who hide behind democracy and make sure say party no waje onene. Because this alone, say some way, Kennedy Japan de bien no kaye. Say nka ye brand champion de bien no kaye. Say anka ye country anakobre Japan anka MPP nkende nka ye press conference. Some way, say nka Kennedy Japan de bien no ka say me Kennedy Japan mo MPP for na mo na mo di mechi no me be ye data bia me wini a ansa obi benya adwuma Ghana no se mo no ya mfa mo adwuma first ya ma mo contract first ya ma mo obi anya anka mo beti de because make say Kennedy abodam Omega say Kennedy on Kano Kre or Tete Party them Kennedy. That is what they would do. You see what Baumia is doing, or your political sponsor, or to say Galamsey sponsor. You don't see him. He only appears where the damage is done and pretend as if he does not know. That is what Galamsey sponsors do. They pump the money behind the scenes, give it to criminals, young boys and girls who have nothing or represent nothing to destroy their opponents. Me catch the Ghana for from the beginning. Me say, I don't care about the 5 Sankwas. Nipa 5 for me, person with the NPP, no me Jimmy. None of them is intelligent. And I don't think any of them can be president of Ghana. But what I want to see in the NPP is to see a free, transparent election, sir. At least Ghana for me will say, in my way, I are there, Papa Bako. And that is what Baumia is preventing. Because Mahmoud Baumia say election not quite the way it should go in the right way, perfectly. He can never win over 40%. On to me now more than 51%. He knows. Say election what Ghana, Omokwa 31st January. No. Mahmoud Baumia say omka se omo to aba no fenchem ama obia ya kan obia ba, he will not cross 50%. He knows. That is why he's using this rabies of kids, rabies of young MPP4 to try and malign his opponents. Obviously, the opponents are also stupid. Kennedy is foolish, Brian is foolish, but you see, Baumia is capitalizing on the impression he has created. Intendano over MPP moi. Their message is that nasa Baumia ondidi obatem Baumia ondidi obiatem by a pobia or edien or leadi an answer of funding a insult in Ghana politics about Baumia. All the platforms you are seeing on social media, almost denigrating Kofo Mahmoud Baumia. He's the one who is leading this. He is the one funding it. That statement we are making, it is the same as that statement he made in the past in 2024. Or catch there, cremophone bini, the cremophone be say, MPP for ye me because me a cremoni, me a 10 to some into moment to me. That was his campaign message in 2024. He will turn around and come and tell you, say, Kennedy a divisive guy, Kennedy impe party, Kennedy oyimu. That is what he does. That is what he does. Opa obi or diabolical politics. That's what he's been doing for years. Machiavellian tactics. Of course, the problem no yineni. Baumia ni dio batem. Baumia kase obi enim. Na wa fuele eye enquarano. The party foot soldiers, and then they do that damage. Then they clear the path for him to go through. And that is what he's been doing. Tribal politics are starting. And you know, religious politics. And you know. On Sunday, General Kajan say, Ghana ni biya Jimmy, on the day, or your day to be a MPP for Nkwa, obedi power. So, onya to me, a MPP for Nkwa before Ghanaians. Na Ghana for na, omudi omu vote beka MPP for omu yankwasi for. Ghana for na, omudi omu vote beka MPP vote umu win no, omu yankwasi for. Omu Jimmy ye, they are not stupid, they are not foolish. And they are not going to fall for these gimmicks. Sang nyoma way na waya in politics. This is what they do. Omu share nipa no tafre na ho. Omu hu se nipa bedwoma Samira Baumia no kotokoto no tafre nkofo na ho. Ama say yi American dogs. No strategy. Ade bia omu da to mutim se Ghana fo agimi. And that is what they do in the party. But we will visit this matter. Mamin Council, this one is done. Brian Champon and a table rough. Brian Champon so kasa. Now, asana wakano a simple matter. And some mope mubenya papa. Dr. Baumia lost all 3,000 Zongo communities across the country except Efutu Zongo, where he won with just 6 votes. But the champion say, Assemble waka kan, and he still stands by it. Mahmoud Baumia kaso yen krimonia obedi NPP enima enkrimo for beto amano no. Brian Champon no a cabinet minister, not only Baumia na cabinet. Brian Champon or an integral member and a financier of the worst political party in Ghana, which is the criminal cartel called the NPP. Brian Champon consistently, continuously has played vital criminal roles in the NPP. In Ayawaso West Wagon, when he was Minister of Security, he has done a lot of dirtier things. Brian Achampon, a whole commission found him guilty of a crime. So this guy, when he says, I was part of you, I am part of you, and I know the damage you have caused, or say, Bawumia is not a candidate. I bet we need power ama NPP. If we say ni nyanum nkremo fokura hu ni so munafiki. Zongos, and Brother Champon was specific in his statement. Or say Zongo communities. Brother Champon kasano. Or say Mahamudu Bawumia lost all the 3,000 Zongo communities. One can say Zongo polling stations. Into who say miracle abuajia wakodi obi hira ende Bawumia relegate no ye busa ne say 2024 finances no party no communication finances odumi ya no enti atwe na sign ena miracle abuajia be tro tin Brother Champon say Zongo communities one can say polling stations. There could be 3 polling stations in one community. Okay, can you know boma the numbers no still Bawumia will lose. That is the statement Brother Champon is making. The Zongo communities, because there are more Zongo communities in Ghana than polling stations. And if Bawumia lost the Zongo communities, what shows to say Bawumia can win any polling station as Zongo community womb? They can't, and he can never do it.
Ekufuadu none didn't want day the coy. Second time none want day the coy. Third time we win 2024. You don't want to say the coach Arsenal. You the best no. And why I think so.
But the Champon said Bawumia mle. I go over Jimmy Bruta. But the Champon say Bawumia no number one. Why is it to why mle so shwa? On to me for bibia mbefi watin you. But the Champon eka wanya me agata ke bitela ka kansa makase. But the Champon say Obia odi NPP animu bia okọ elections or lose ye bia no na the numbers was soro a basic. It is a fact. Okwa ko check yabu. We confront the chechim nti ono wa any research no oba. Brian no homo be power sem. Ba nkwasi 70. Now, Brian is adwudwam no. O si edubu ahe. O lose ye the number ko soro. Eye kofo lose ye the number ko soro. Nana Achichede Kufuado agove enso lose ye the number ko soro. Eni nti na mo nyina nya second opportunity to come again. Now o si asimesi mungani. Eye Mahamudu de munafiki Bawumia mle. Osi Bawumia numbers no. Bawumia numbers nye. And we should not kid ourselves and pretend as if we say tomatoes na yedi kodwaso no. Still emu ding. Osi aye mle. Osi Bawumia tinsuo. Akwana ka Bawumia sem. Matis ochina Bawumia so olusu ko UTV. He said the UTV motika abam rough. Abade. Omu yom the scandal in your breme. Omu yina wia 31st omu wia na some the scandals na mamo. He said the UTV for sika ba say say some cabro for na go for diase. Say ano omu cabro for na manasi. Omu take the Japan te bro for na get say on the wabodam or the chi na beko. They say ano omu bota di nyina si for omu ba UTV. Yes o china ba omi aso go UTV me say I want about say Yakubu come say sabi so when you win here aha ochina umbati chi upon chi say see the omo tie no omo tie that way si form obesi form na me ka say ba omi any brand champion kan beko eye polado mo chi show so akọ kabrofo na me dwen say mo beko Evans Mensa akọ you know what so majai na me dwen say mo beko City TV afọmọ wo say vote no form ha ye na yedwum enti ene de Bolaga AMC onu ankasa na konta atuba omiafo say ko TV so de ko dwam enti Mahamudu Bawumia ochina yesi wa mle say to sa tinsuo he Bawumia Brand Champon di watem papa Brand Champon say wo Mahamudu Bawumia we a political decayed tomato. Or say we a political decayed tomato. We a into sa pro or politics him o bon what's that insio say jantre ni baby. Brand Champon aka wasam akanina aka bibia kire. Or say we mle. What insio we inka you cannot attract customers. And who are the customers? Customers in any Ghana for you. You can only attract a NPP customers now over Omia, also over build data more mono. Into right now, as rotten as you are, it is only the NPP piglets who can smell you as a fresh tomato. But the ordinary Ghanaian like myself, who is intelligent and understands the market, will see you as a decayed, rotten, smelly political tomato. If your man come to Ghana, no more me. Now say them in time to crowd. If your man come to Ghana, they said the and say, wait, power will change. What give you? Now say them if your man come to Ghana, now say the and say, oh. Give time some time. Power will change. Motor car no much which moi. Now instead of if your man come to Ghana, we are Bema Bragan and mente. Is the matter and say give time some time. Power will change. Hey, in 31 years, no. In 31 years, in 41 years, no would that no yet see you. Eh? Power answer na eh ekufuadu. Power answer na my kuku. Power answer na NPP for Hackman Munya omunyina kofo munyina wu de normal ahabanda that ahababono te sebi yes you be nyini ye bewu meso be nyini amewu enti power answer no munyina wu na party na gu power answer na samia wu kodi 82 power answer no na samia wu gu we di 82 calculate na hwe na say the mentality kra if your man come to Ghana can we tell if your man to say give time some time, power will change in nine. Mommy and Kona go to Jabby from Munjamo with Jack. Can we tell her will you pen us a wood and a bit to my Eggy Mike Okwe. Give time some time, oh. Montro Montacada Montro which nine. Give time some time. Motor tag that much which power will change. Because you are for Munya to me, no my saying granny. You can be actually about it. Now, executive influence, eroding parliament's watchdog role. Michael Kwe, suddenly, we who got a problem, Papa we. Suddenly, we who got a problem, or your former speaker of parliament, and the Kufuado. Or the Kufuado generalize on me and Tafo. The same height, the same demeanor, the same thinking. Or the Kufuado pet. Wait. Onye Kufuado jirana udi notebook to omutiri so a omo chen center table. Onye Kufuado pe me nidi omatemo me kire omo height. Mo de e ka sema bibi kijara mbuofu. Mike Okwe. The see Mike Okwe say obe granting interviews. Oni nim Ghana problem nyina. Suddenly okoda na nsen no we hu Ghana problem nyina. Manu sisumina so Mike Okwe ankanya politics anku we wu dada. Yeah. Ya onkofo omo Mike Okwe age group bracket him because omo opportunity to do politics and make money no yare ewo mo hu nyine ku omo ato atwene so many people in Ghana Michael Kwe ne colleagues are ye gi omo pension sika efiri omo nsem bebrewu oda ho tiase politics nti Reverend Michael Kwe oyanyame nipo ye gi ne classmate for pension sika efiri omo nsem through DDEP wamba bontira be kan kire omo say I want to be part of you to demonstrate wanye not them because ne etua ne ka as a politician Michael Kwe the classmates for Brewu because DDP Kuomo, he did not care. He was in Ghana, he was quiet. Michael Kwe, Papa, we are. Suddenly, Michael Kwe, who answer chain yena. They say, I said, you're no cano, Yanjin Tum, and then a bit much Ghana. We gave Michael Kwe all the opportunity to make sure, say, on to me, enter key control of one arm of government and make a difference. Do you know what he did? He blew it up. Michael Kwe, Ghana for a year, one arm of government, parliament, say, lead parliament. If they decide to do anything that is unlawful, anything that use your discretion and your leadership qualities. If you say you're a patriot, make sure you block it in some way, one way or the other. We know speakers of parliament sometimes are able to call leadership to advise them and to direct them on what to do and not what not to do. Some kind of things come to the parliament. Speaker of parliament is able to speak to leadership to tell them, "Sir, I'm advising you as a leader, as an elder, this policy, this bill, this one is wrong." They're able to do it. This guy was given power. He was the third strongest person in Ghana as the Speaker of Parliament. Suddenly, Jimmy, my question on the Niminyansa, into a say, I had the presidency, omo interfere in Parliament work, and untinende, I'm a Parliament into me in the Juma. Mibusa Michael, time and now we are Speaker of Parliament, that dwarf, your look-alike, with all due respect, was he influencing the legislature? Stop being a hypocrite. Bibi Jijo, wo Bibi na Jijo, Bibi Jijo, Bibi Jijo, I said Bibi Jijo, Yedina da. Mamencho Michael Quay. Let me show you his terminal report when he was the Speaker of Parliament. The kind of disease that he oversaw and made sure, the Gugana for so hey, mo, yakasa monda amon pesa mo beda ohun. Akwara osi omane ma amenda no. Sa akwara no so sebio ye ma eye de bentoa empa ne to akwamete brofo. Ye se achichide a ne kon etado ice cream no sa achichide no ye de ko tukumase zoo. Ena mpenifo so aka. Ye se eye osuno a na se ye ne de no sa osuno no odaya ya akwamete be. Ma menche on the terminal report, Mike Okway's terminal report enie. Hey, Mike Okway, you don't know what you are doing. Obeye den wa ha. This is his terminal report. Under Mike Okway, he led the NPP majority to pass PDS. Or the womb, he needs to answer to God whether he knew about it. Did anything go on behind the scenes for him to allow that to go through? PDS, ECG handed to PDS, later cancelled over fake guarantee scandal. Still, this man said he did not see anything. He made sure PDS went through. Today, he's telling us to say, Onim Ghana solution, your problem, Onim solution in your hair, Mike. 2, Ejapa royalties, gold royalties monetized, flagged by special prosecutor, suspended. This was the man who was there. He almost allowed them to pass Ejapa there in Parliament. This guy. Almost. And yet, a friend Martinamidua. Sometimes, now you boma na or church or nyoma na or your special prosecutor anka Ejapa there anka Michael Quet na home and go through. Hey, don't let us read your terminal report. You are not clean. You are part of the destruction we are trying to solve today. The destruction that was left by Kufuor. You are part of the engineers of Ghana's destruction. For the past 8 years, you built that Kufuor corruption. You built that destruction concrete. When I was starting foundation, shut up, old man. I respect you a lot. Would you say Revi? Mike Okway, Ameri Novation. Power deal renegotiated, costlier than original, withdrawn. Minister was sacked. The Speaker of Parliament. Ameri. Yapamo Ejakono. Sa Ameri na Omuba Parliament. Papa will everybody shut up. Let the majority speak. On the guide or say chairman Sabunsu. Would you say the review? You bet Kaimuna onto some mu ya enjoy. Mo mudi ya boni nyina ye begira mo so akobinso mu nyina mu nyina mu wu ani ejai. Sino Hydro deal Mokai, Sino Hydro. Bauxite for infrastructure barter with China. Transparency and environmental concerns. Mike Okway made sure NPP passed that. The opposition were screaming. Okay, I said Sino Hydro, 2 billion. And this man was the Speaker of Parliament. Michael Quay, you are coming to talk. Hey, old man, maintain your level. Maintain your level like Adole. No, maintain level efa. Level eta. BBO maintain. Ake Michael Quay a grant interview, a decide Ghana's destiny, a presidential ambition, knowing all the problems facing Ghana legislature, judiciary. Michael Quay eta politics eta BBO. Efite politics Okay, Michael K, a grant interviewer, a BBO, a Gamashi, Ghana, Denche, you are don, Sabolai, Denche. Why is it Denche? I don't get some. Hey, what in Grand Jammy? Michael K, shut up, maintain your level like a dole. Just day in the corner. In force. A boys, a ball, boys, me, boys, a flower. Hey, my okay. Me cable statement. It slow down, imbo. Shit, Mike. Man, money pan your BB. Now, I have a money pan your BB. What's the now? Eka Energy or AGM oil blocks given to foreign firms. NDC claimed undervaluation and loss of national interest. Michael Kweka said no. The NPP majority should pass it. Papa we. Ekufuado mastermind or ye ninyina. Papa we the mastermind Ekufuado. Nenkwasi asem from the beginning. Oba asi piano. What's what you say? Obua. Ocha number 2. Oba no you say. See now. We're calculating Bibia or there, Michael Quay. You are
unable to do it, and we don't have a solution. So the solution is that legalize something that shouldn't have been legalized, in my opinion. This day and age, I don't see how a country like Ghana who aspires to.
You see, this is what we keep talking about. We on your Ghana and you. Your friend Alubiako, or by our friend Elvis Daku, on your Ghana. He's not a Ghanaian. Your friend Olubiako, Oba Ghana na, or see what be a newspaper, be your friend or news center, into your friend Elvis Daku, or Boa. Your friend Olubiako, ni Dino no, Nigeria ni away Jimmy. Now, and someone can you saying, or Cambro Funti, I said so good. These are the people. Every morning, they are swank for your motor can kind of TV so. And they also an editor of News Center. News Center anything. News Center editing. Editing paper pana News Center we are throw Ghana. Adi papa ben pana. Adi a friend News. Ni Ghana for send a News Center. Na Jimmy ni we but not TV so no pa catch say legalizing Okada is admitting their systemic their failure. Watin kwasi abrofu bi na okebi. Watin kwasi abrofu ene obetena TV so adan a woni bibi nkwasi afo bi from editor enti ma mekoka bibi ma NPP osoro na okotena wuntumi oye Nigeria ni o onye Ghana ni your friend Olubiako or say your friend Elvis Daku oboa. Now ma menche wa de Corinthians akwa no wagimi. You see somebody TV so ka brofo 90% of them they are daft and foolish. Now oka bibi or say we as a nation Ghana or say we aspire to be like Malaysia and China. And that Malaysia and China, they don't do Okada. They don't use motorbikes for anything. And that sayane in 2025, you legalize Okada. We have failed. We are admitting failure as a nation. And that say we are supposed to be looking at bullet trains. Crossing you. We should be looking at bullet trains. We should be looking at flying taxis because some countries are now thinking of flying taxis, bullet train, sky train, and Obibusa and say, now sky train now won't call for the buyer, no. Say to me, materialize it. Also, in Kwasiafo de Bibi Show Monsabiano, or Beso say where they are buying in our problem. What's it? Your Busa and Sana was sky train, NPP sky train, no. Yet to Chroma and the Agina court. Also, say, dear, and your omo edin your Masha Monsano with Jimmy. I don't buy on twaso. Now buy ban when sky trade be added on twaso. And go fast sad or befa sad a be shebu. Oh, sada no, na sada and your bad project. Na MPP buy no, and a MPP I'm a twaso and a government in twa one can say people because government. You see their language. The submission is weak. It's all over the place. Atasia can because Najrimundo for him to be part of such conversation. Now, my mentor, say legalizing of Okada in Ghana. Sa kwa we or 2 way or say for the Dakun say Olubiako no. He only thinks he say obiti motosu and Okada. That is his brain. You see, Now you form. He's not intelligent. He's not smart to understand. Say this legalization. We need a policy that is a big policy. Legalization of Okada is one of the biggest policies to solve unemployment problems in Ghana. But don't say the horizon, his level of thinking and assessing things, is so limited to the point. Now Junior say, so be sorry no pa, na se otena moto so or Okada rider and one edie na wum. Now, see a legalization of Okada. And yen nipa na otimoto no so nko ano and ye Okada legalization. Yakasi legalize Okada, it is any kind of commercial transport. The way you walk Kufuor bus, your metro transport, your STC, the way you walk commercial vehicles. This is commercializing a motorbike. One, commercialize it could be in a form of delivery and also as transporting passengers. Now, Abani say they want to legalize. Then say, "Omo pesa omo de emratum send a beya Okada today in Ghana. No president can say we cancel Okada. Nobody. Okada has come to stay. We as a people need to find a way to let it suit our lifestyle legally. Okada." Abaibian Twimba Ghana and Bitkanchem so we chow Okada or Baibian no and to say wa mana illegal. No government. And I'm saying this on authority. No government can tell Ghana for say me ba me twa Okada obi edi obi makasa asem in Ghana. Now, the level of thinking is sanity. Nigerian say you can say legalization of Okada and you'll be a Timoto. So no, one. See, you can say legalize Okada. Let me give you a small scenario. Now, if you what this government has done. Now, yenya nipa 10. Na omunyinaka say you better 300 motorbikes. Na yedi aba Ghana be registered as commercial motorbikes insured. And all these motorbikes, what we are going to do is say every investor biano will build a warehouse. One. So we'll see warehouse now or expect to send motorbikes, every time they are faulty, the riders need to bring it to their warehouse or their mechanic shop for the motorbikes to be repaired. So one, they will have to tap into the Nkwarana Omuko technical institutions, engineering or KTI or polytechnics. They will have to work at the warehouse as mechanics. Now, secondly, Sani Pano will have to get accountants to run that company now, or about 400 motorbikes will legalize and for run as a commercial business. He needs accountants to run the business because or run it throughout the 16 regions. He will need an office in every region. It means people who are sitting at home, young people are employed. We can tap into business schools. Polytechnics, accounting, any idea to work. I'm talking about even just one person to work in these various offices as accountants for this one company pay. Third, maybe this company will decide to say, I'm going to build a canteen at every location so that our drivers can come there and take food. You better free ABA almost salary mu and also almost allowance mu. Now they will have to build canteens. Now, we will have to employ in Kwara Omuko School, catering, for them to also employ people to come and work in the various canteens to provide the food for about 400 Okada riders. Ghana. That is creating jobs. 4. Now, these riders, they will need what we call a beer loans. Through this investor, what be Okada company, rider no Juma Masa company no permanently. Through the company, the rider can secure loans from an insurance company to start doing what maybe building their own homes. Even the drivers and I said riders, at the end of the day, because of this, they can also start doing building or investing in something else. We are talking about one investor. We are talking about 5 branches of investment opportunities. So imagine say, some investor we or 300 motorbikes. Near was some investor 30 or Ghana. And our banner Eddie Mrabedo said, everybody should follow this. Do you know the number of people that through the legalization of Okada, we are going to create jobs for them? Kwasia. ni trimu no ohu okada se obiti boto so eno ano no enti ono no because o etia why say kokohwede ne nan entru enka moto nti ohu obi otimoto bia se oye criminal ombu obi a oye okada oye commercial motor rider ombu no na adwene ye ne se so obi twa okada on to be metna city tv akromfo tv so enka brofo nti on respect okada rider no enso kwasia we court na traffic achi okroma obega se ope okada dia court ne ntem yakoka na asem lawyers, judges, soldiers, police, midwives, people in Ghana almost running the economy of Ghana. Most of them don't ride their own cars. They use Okada because it's an easiest and quickest form of transportation. So imagine, say the president says, oh here 50 businessmen who are willing to buy 300 motorbikes each for each region. Now I catch them say, if you do not work for any of these companies, you cannot ride Okada in Ghana. Every single person who will be riding Okada will have to be part of a company that has been registered to run Okada in Ghana. And at that point, you've been able to monitor every rider on every bike. Every rider has their unique number, which is linked to a unique company. And nobody in Ghana can say Okada way die mefano no minim where it is coming from, where he's coming from, which company he works for. Okada can be run like normal taxis here running in Ghana. No, we need to streamline it. We need to streamline it. If the government of the day today be a portal and say investors should come and tell them say they can invest 300 motorbikes and also make sure say omo make sure say emra we omedi so 16 regions say investor bakubia for region bakubia no be to be provided 200 motorbikes now otumi do you know the number of people who will be working in Ghana? Mwe Jimmy yesore near the sa antrehwe we mo betena TV so na otwo ka the Asian Tigers or dying Asian Tiger den. We need to start from somewhere. We need to at least create jobs for our people. The people need jobs. And we are creating sustainable job. Emra edanwa, emma ni pebi enluzu omobra, life, emma ni pebi enyaden, that is why the government is saying it needs to be streamlined. Because no precedent, no government can come to Ghana and say, or be cancel Okada. Nobody can do it. Okada has come to stay. And then afraid Okada no. It has come to stay at to say Kofor bars. It has come to stay at to say STC. It has come to stay at to say any taxi on the streets of Ghana. It is up to us to make sure we streamline it, we legalize it, we make it work within a law or laws. Send your buyer a bit to benefit the people. That is what we are talking about. Do you know a number of people are Ashanti regional? A company comes with 600, 1,000 motorbikes. Streamlining a juma way from some major mumba. You go through the training. You're banning the 600 motorbikes, 1,000 motorbikes. So Pesobe Okada driver for this company, you need to train. They need to go you do a motor test, eyesight test. You need to make sure you have the insurance, full coverage. There are so many things you don't have to be involved in. Driving hours or riding hours, we will do a random check of alcohol. So in some numa, these things you put it on the line. Into a bigger so Okada rider or to say Obia Ochi STC. On to me konoma petition metro kada. On to me konoma metro kada. Because randomly police reach now oya test no who say alcohol levels so num and now one num edrobia ya higher. Or ma ticket you are done. You your license. You are out of work. And as time goes on, in kakra, you bet me streamline no na abaye strong. That is how we build a nation. Adena mumu bi mu ejimi sa. Inti de bia mo tena TV so a na mo ka say aban should create jobs. Aban should create jobs no. Na jobs na aban nko fa no wen. In free every single day mo tena TV so a the government is not creating jobs. Abani go create jobs no way. Abani the idea about say this is the best way to create jobs for people. Odo kwasi ati say Asian Tigers or free Malaysian Kimfesa. Some question for TV so and they make everything look like say a NPP NDC. Say any NPP dia yen say no okatreme butu say membesemeka. Okatre me butu se bibi, Jimmy. Ana no patututu, woto kankan betena TV so beye and the Asian Tigers. And the Asian Tigers. O join. When I go to Malaysia, yentwe okada wo ho. China, they have banned banned tricycles. Motorbikes na nenaya miensa no. Any Malaysia, I think that is what they have banned. They have not banned motorbikes for delivery, motorbike for carrying people. They have not banned it. Why okatre me butu se okra baby okra yasi. Elu jinya betena TV suna yensiasie the Asian Tigers. Okra senior oba krom and Asian Tiger. Asian Tiger ever munya de. Mrs. Do you have something for me? I'm trying to. Krasini, and Asian Tiger. And the Asian Tigers. Asia, we are Krasini. Nigeria needs to say, why but Asian Tiger. Why not anybody Asian Tiger? No. This is it. Look at this. Let me break something down to you. Oba, the rise of Digo Ride. Launched in 2016, Digo Ride was introduced as a solution to Malaysia's growing traffic congestion and last mile connectivity challenge. Unlike traditional ride-hailing service that rely on cars, Digo Ride utilizes motorcycles, allowing passengers to navigate through heavy traffic swiftly. The service quickly gained popularity, especially among urban commuters looking for a faster and more economical alternative to cars. Kwasia, go to Malaysia. When I say Malaysia, I'm going to Krasini. Why are you going to say Okra baby and the Asian Tigers When what Asian Tigers? This one is Digo Ride Malaysia. First legal motorcycle taxi services. And Omo betena TV so no pa enkwasia keka adanya dien center news na wo newspaper na wo the Asian Tigers and the Asian Tigers, Malaysia Dragons and China Scorpions ofui omo kokin kan kwasia semia. Now, and the Asian Tigers, and even the Asian Tigers, the Asian Tigers, they don't do the okay to say okra baby. So this was introduced in Malaysia because they needed people, almost citizens, to be able to navigate traffic. What do Jimmy? When you think, oh, what's now to me? No, won't to me now, but this no. Then one was say a station like City News, Channel 1, Jimmy entertaining such low-minded inner monkey, uncivilized, mediocre, tribalistic, ignorant idiots to be sitting on their TVs and spewing unnecessary nonsense in the name of journalism. You are a Bangladesh. Such a Bangladeshi monkeyism attitude and our exhibit to a TV show. Okada has come to stay. The government will make mistakes. The government will correct it as time goes on. We will get it right. Ghana as a nation, we will get it right. Such a useless Bangladesh. Now, I cancel Jimmy film. It's gone. Now, mobile money. Yeah, mom space be more. Asian Tigers, Asian monkeys, abofunu. Over 10 teams can kwasi asem. Katreme butubi. Now, now, baby, I'm going to start free. We didn't go for wait here. Now, let me kill a mobile money. Now, mobile money. Yes, see, that's sorry, yes, see. Asian Tigers, the Asian Tigers. One no say Jota say Asian Tigers. Mobile money transactions hit 3.1 trillion as digital payments skyrockets. Bank of Ghana for Nabekatre. Good evening to the governor of Bank of Ghana. Exceptional job. I respect that guy so much. I respect the finance minister. As much as the finance minister doesn't like me, I respect him for his job. Atufos will drive me fucking. On Pema Sebago cry. Or Infantini to send me as well. Atufos hates me. I don't know why Atufos doesn't like me. But Atufos Juma the Bodin Kwasam Jamin Chimano. Sika no wo ho ba me mentwemo. Me hia wo sika. Me hia sika da Ghana for sika. Inti me hia me hu so ye MC. Me hu to say obi so ye public servant. Inti wo dwa me kura me mfa me ho. I will tell you my mind. Now, mobile money transactions hit 3.1 trillion as digital payments skyrockets. You see, and the mobile money, etumi ama Ghana. Mobile money transactions are in Ghana ni nyinano. See a kekaboma 3.01 trillion. Sa one na a day chiro. Etumi ku Yakubu. Sa one na unu we chiro osano. 3.01. Sa one day chiro. Etumi ku Yakubu. Enyan kwara one. Ni nyinano saying, yesi ano amanfo ye momo too much. Amanfo ye momo. Adentina amanfo enya areshemu omomom. The reason why it's amanfo ye momo ne say, and the omo confidence say omo koye momo a John Mahama ne NDC fo abeyi sa levy ne free so enti kwasie bi a ye fedo foriata ene kwasie bi a owo cabinet under Ekufuado entumi for musika ndi. Enti sende yesi amanfo ye momo emende Ghana momo transactions etuma kodu 3.1 trillion. Then we have to give credit to the government of the day. Because a few months ago, near to Kroma na stika ayeditise Bama. NPP for kujina parliament. Ekache Ghana for say, yempeo, the levy beto eye mobile money transaction. So, obia ko transfer sika, obubajini nsemu sika. They told us in our faces. Yatina ha ye dede. NDC for kontoko parliament omo bu NDC for e bro but say moi e ka kire ye say o say che mensa bonsu ka kire ye say they will pass it. Now in less than a year John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for baye and omo beyi sa levy ni free e transaction momo transfer so e ho and ma Ghana for esenya ratio mu say sa momo transaction way ye betumi edi djuma enti the reason why you are seeing the mobile money transaction hitting 3.1 trillion and say Ghanaians are now feeling the NDC good governance and obi send 10 Ghana 20 Ghana 1,000 Ghana obi anti Jubilee House are all in CKD in the name say yeah the Ategya be friend e-levy Mate say NPP 4. Now you see, Mamika be vinchro. E-levy no. If e-levy is even going to start, the e-levy na aban we scrappy no. Say next year krana e-levy no ebe start here. You need to understand say the confidence keke na Ghana for John Mahama de ma omono. So I believe no munya no. You see, running a country, it is all about giving your people confidence. There are some policies you can put before the people are. But because policy in the long term, it is going to benefit in Kofono. You, the government, you have to prove to them, say, sa policy where media bay, a policy a bit to me, a protector, a bit to me, Eden Faswaba. From the day MPP4 introduced e-levy, they were not able to show us one single thing. Sikara na omo jejeno de na omo pese omo de ye and de na omo ye. In fact, de ebeka omo sakra omo de ye. So it made Ghanaians told themselves to say, why should we even have confidence in transacting money, making money transaction on mobile money? Because in Kofona, omo de sa levy we betu yetri we are seeing them do parties with our money. E-levy party, e-levy cake. Oforiata Mahamudu Baomiane or Seche Mensa Bosumu a cake worth about $200,000 and omko jire chese a e-levy cake. Samere ni kromi a chart and the America for so chart for entumi America. Samere no ti cake nechi. Chart answer benya cake dino no yabe waro ede na ntwe miensa to so. Emma ya ye cake kitwe bi ma wadi bi edi and the Samere jina $200,000 cake echi e ka che Ghana for say ni kunu through Westcada, Onimbe Biane Bema Tiano, at the e-levy policy biaba, at the levy biaba to Ghana for Sinti, Yamukoye party. And you see, Aban we buy no, Aban we do a new confidence be share Ghana for. A boy, Aban we share Ghana for Aban no edi a bonaso. in the Sawu study pa. Sawu study pa. The confidence that Ghana for Benya or NDC abainimuno. Some of the things the Crampona NDC Akasa Oma Council now, it will take effect in 2026. No? The people, even Krana, Ebi or Krampa, Enyan take effect. No? The people are down. They are already ready. They are willing to do what? To cooperate with the government. And that is what we call people having confidence in a government. So the resistance Ghana for a show when the NPP introduced e-levy. Look at the resistance. When you padu do amukasa e-levy. Amukasa ehone yedi ejuma untumi emfa eto meto so embeji sikandi. NPP for kache say yemfa Jimmy nkoda edidi ye nyina atem. Esa ka kire say omo kwa ka kire Ghana for say e-levy e de bentu abeba. E-levy ebesi hospital. E-levy ebeye kwan. E-levy ebema ekufuado ne tro na ehye nase no ombeye friwo. E-levy ba omia tro no omobeyi. E-levy ede dancing beba. E-levy be solve problem nya san kwasi asem na nkofo we ka kire time and more power. Ghana for ka kire say ye betua e-levy na ye pese ye hu de e-levy sika no be ye. Omo gigi first tranche and omo ka kire say e-levy sika no akakam. Yetna krom ha intende utie NPP fo a oh e-levy and 3.1 trillion Mahmoud Baobia na de de interoperability ba ye mobile money interoperability send be obi tumi send sika every account mu eko mobile money ho send free ha and NPP for and yebusa say enti Baobia na de mobile money interoperability ba ya say an but Mahmoud Baobia tena TV so ka kire say omoba aban mu 2017 no na NDC aban di nkan di mobile money interoperability send be obetuma send sika from bank to bank, bank to mobile, mobile to bank. Omo beto say contract da ho dada. Contract no terms ni nyina da ho. Baomia so mo beto contract no na da ho. Enso Mahmoud Baomia sa be ka kire say ono ene de mobile money interoperability ba Ghana. Baomia bodam. Utina TV so empower ka kire say obeto sa contract no. Nipa bi ne di nkan adwene ho. The obeya ne say obe renegotiate the cost of the contract. Odan no obeka just one na de buy. Also obeto contract no. You came to renegotiate the money terms. Into the moment I obetra renegotiate sikasam no e kire say wona we introduce mobile money interoperability. Mahmoud Baomia nye stable. Na yenya obi TV so e defending kwasi asem we. Na yenya obi se oye party communicator na odi we akaba omia credit ho se we ntie nto abama ba omia asimesi ankasa tena TV so ka se oba power no omo ba power no choka no omo wura power no omo beto se sa contract no nipa bi omo NDC fo adwene ho edi nkan de ato ho yaya nwa adwuma ya bedi nwa adwuma osi de obeto ye no na sika na ne boarding enti ono omo kan se omo nti sika no so eno anti on na de baaye wabodam. How do you see Ghanaians? So I better say, oba fie, oba ye, na ya nua mo esiwo. Emo na ba na uni be free. Ene ka che so, emo we de ye koto ye ewo ante na ho de ba ye. Into aba no kwame de wo. Efie ne atimi so no ye nidi ye. Wa better say emo siwo. Oba na say emo we de kosua tuatua ho ne ade salad gu nkyɛn. Na emo ne yato ne sen ene se o emo no yato ne 10 Ghana ena so de be mo wedie se wedie nke yato ne 9 Ghana nke ye the priority ntia emo ni so ne se ye bedidi na ekomasi ena nipa bi hu adwene se oso mo kotobo de ba se o ma mfa emo na ma obi o de mu obi abewu ekom na esi there is starvation, there is hunger nipa epe emo eni nsu anom a survive for the next day. Enti omo ana omo hwe saa efie ho no edwene se yewo sika da ho mo yemfa nkoto emo ne entonsuo nka ho na yemfa mbrefie na ye maamenom ye nuanom nya bindi se ne be ya yenhwere obia nwu ufri abochi ukobo jantra na oba fie oba ye no na akade na o maame ewu na akade na o sister ewu na akade na o papa ewu oba no nyina agi atre ete emo ho a omu bedi. Ena o say emu we de akono de emu we de budi a mubenya hoden ado efuo ema etumi etwa ye ne ankasa ye ndie ye nyoma edi emu we de budi a enya de obi abewu because ye benya hoden And I say, a mona yedina yebedina, a sen, say, mona, a 10 Ghana. And also, and the Obasani Ayadi, until Nako Kasa. Na a mono de my 10 Ghana, no, on for my 9 Ghana. Uko antina and also Nenko Kasa, nim, Santina, on Penano, no, Sana within the bow. What the Oko and also the antenna balance of 1 city into a mono and 9 Ghana. Yet the money we na say I want them by ya. What's it yen swaw adentra? And one over 2 and over deep, you know. When out there more the buyer a boa. And one over 2 yana nipebi adwene akofa mona bano. Okobo jantra na obeto say yebedi yendi ebewu no ye di mu ni we me nya ahoden a wo se ye nso on se ye kon ho adan a wo na wakofa mo na ba wo na wo dwene mo no ho okobo jantra na woni bebi a mu ni mpofiri. And this is Mahamudu Bawumia, and that is his strategy in politics. Ubusan sisi abaka se na menka cabinet no mumbume me say levy na me ho hwio no mumbu me say Ekufo de jimi meka kro ntie ade che ose oba ose oh levy ye ne aban ne de ba de nya sika sei oba ose oh de mobile money interoperability ubusan se cabinet de see ose me cabinet meka sakra ye ntie enkwasiasam or per credit or per funds and so ubusan se massa funds na wo gine de na wa ye funds na on be so be kire. This is Mahamudu Bawumia aza 419 chronoism Erism, Enibraism, Ensema Enfaswani, so all the Zims in politics. Mahamudu Bawumia is a representation of the Zims. How can you tell us this story and later come and tell us, when now the mobile money interoperability by? Power, this is NPP passing levy. And this is for Salah, and then Kwasiafua than 87 years say, mobile. Rather, Yagupon. Oh, Jimmy or Ghana. Sani money ya piling in the whole train. Kwasiafo. Refu any now. It almost static sa. Yeah, mind why a day into any day, yan suffer to me, mamma. Yan tia said John Muhammad Yoy and Yampa into any day, yan tell to me, mamma. Abra records wo I bet to my kaya home. Now, would you say Ghana for Jimmy home? In 9, would you say, yeah, 9 you Ghana, we just forget easily. This is what you did with the power. Na Ghana for through their representatives. And this for say, yeah, Ghana for say munjai almost lalai. Mo sa boye. Mo bo Ghana for guso. Kwasi afo. Ya kan bibia mo ntiase. Ya kan bonima musie di matem. Musuban musu enende echrem who you are today. So presidential action, it has been put out by the White House proclamation here December 16th, 2025. Restricting and limiting the entry of foreign nationals to protect the security of the United States. In Sembibri, President Trump eka say, Oba de tabunu bi ebe to Africa so in Krobibri so omuntumi omunipa dodo no entumi ba America. Na ye share more on West Africa. Now the ehun say Ghana nkan Nigeria nya partial ban. Nigeria won't World Cup, so no problem. But it should tell you the kind of foreign affairs ministry we have, the kind of government we have, the kind of president we have, how they are able to negotiate, how they are able to make sure say the interest of its citizens, the NDC government, a priority. Inti yabeko sansem with my team, they are working on it. We will take care of this business, and as they bring in the very important or necessary information in this proclamation. You be reading in Achimwa near Jum Amagana for the echo. Bidin at the camera called Boadu Taylor, Nigeria for World Cup and tea. Minyard going to put a Trump crampo jar Nigeria for Nanko so momo for natural, unexpected, unblockable limitation. This is a chance crap Nigerians. Thank God I'm not a Nigerian. But more for say me Igbo, but it's fine. Obey Yano very soon. So, my name is Kevin Boadu Taylor. Mama and Financial team. I beg, deal with this issue for me right now. Team. I know you are going through it. We just need the parts that are important, the West African part. At least we will let them know the names, the countries, reasons, and why they did not add Ghana. And also, no, my team, I'm Green Light, said they are looking into it. They will get to the bottom of it. Now, recently, I just say a year. Yehu say, sorry, and you say Atisa, Yehu say, and I would like to commend the IGP, the CID boss, and the security agencies, NACOC, the national security, the cyber security, and also men on the ground, the military and the police, especially the IGP of the Republic of Ghana. Recently, the serious crackdown on illegal drugs in the northern region, and we are seeing how the Ghana Police Service leading this task, making sure say your country and Ghana regions, and especially northern region in Dubone Ashemumano, they are doing everything possible to make sure those drug peddlers, almost say Kruno, Omode in Dubone Akugu northern region, majority of the youth, because of for the past 8 years, Abayanet is going to make criti any better opportunity amomo. Sanka Abayano ebeto sadano, anka Bawumia any Kufuado, any Omama Kana Munjimi, and Ankomu be a sada nimwa, and Omotoaswa, and majority of the youth in the north, no, and Kaminoka say, and Komuso Jumaye. But because Mahmoud Bawumia is daft, they used him like a rag. Because Kufuado is an ignorant old man who does not understand governance, they basically stole all the tricycles. It was meant for the northern region, the young people and the old, to start something. But you see, Aban Papa, they try to go back, recalibrate and make sure say the right things are done. Correction, no air koso. And when it comes to correction, and I say resetting of a nation, it takes people with strong heart. It takes people who are committed and patriotic to change what has been destroyed to make it better. And then the IGP of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. Yohunu, is doing a marvelous job, and I would like to applaud him for that. Yehu, the crackdown in the northern region. Yehu, the number of ghettos, hidden places are so much illegal drugs. Our system new on northern region. Young people are being destroyed. And for the videos now, Masheno, and what the IGP and his men are doing is, in fact, the men on the ground, I would like to applaud them. What they are doing, it shows to say we now have leaders, we now have people who are thinking about what goes down there. And that is what we need the police and as a policing to be like. It is not about dancing. It is not about you being followed by some celebrities taking pictures, going to churches and pretending you are doing policing. Policing is supposed to look at the problems, solve the problems. And that is what we mean by being, saying policing. We saw policing where it was all fashionable. It was all about fancy things. It was all about people taking credit for themselves as individuals than people working to redeem an institution that for 8 years was bastardized, that was filled with corruption. 8 years that did not follow any principle. And people who at the end of the day are looking at a Jumano as a Juma, it has to come with principle. And so I'd like to applaud the IGP. What is happening in the northern region, it's massive, and I don't expect him to stop. I want him to do this. I want this to be a regular thing. At least every month, at least every 3 months or 4 months, there should be a sweep. And it should not be only the northern region. It shouldn't be only the northern region. It should be every part of Ghana that the IGP should make sure, say, the illicit drugs in the system, it's too much. Young people are dying. They are destroying lives. And we need to find a way. The police, they need to come in, step in. And what the IGP is doing, I would like to applaud him. It's very, very encouraging. And also, we believe, so of course, we as a nation, we will carve his name. We will basically make sure we mention his name every time when it comes to the fight against illicit drugs in Ghana. But I would like to tell the IGP, this is a personal request to the IGP. It is coming from me. Mr. IGP, I am an Obuasi boy. And I would like to say this. With all due respect, drugs now, Mukohun or Northern Region, are just 1% of what is happening in Obuasi. Mr. IGP, the district commander has failed Obuasi people. The reason why I am saying the district commander have failed the Obuasi people, no, I'm talking about the Obuasi district commander. The reason why I make us with fairly Obuasi people, no, and the men on the ground in Obuasi, almost fairly Obuasi, and say, right now they are aware of the heavy drugs are a Obuasi kronim, and I'm not going to point fingers directly to the district commander, but I can tell you, IGP, the district commander, the boys now, police for Obuasi, no, 70% of them. They know what is happening, and some of them are taking money and allowing some people to be selling drugs in Obuasi. Mr. IGP, when you go to Obuasi, there's a place called BDSO. That place is a drug den. When you go to that place, uhu enkwara, young men holding guns at night in Konfompo Tuminda, shooting around. Mr. IGP, I am pleading with you. With all due respect, we need a massive soup. We need you to go in. We need you to bring a different task force to enter Obuasi. Because you see, the way illicit drugs, red, codeine, cocaine, weed, Obuasi, a place I a friend of a BDSO. It is close to a Langley Sports Stadium. It is close to Obuasi JJ. It is close to the council quarters. It is a place right now. It is a Sodom and Gomorrah. The reason I'm saying is that the district commander will fail Obuasi and say he knows about this. 90% of police officers in Obuasi, they go to this place. Some of them, not all of them, they go to BDSU to take money from the drug peddlers in Obuasi. Mr. IGP, they at a point, area. It is a big place. It is a playing field, a soccer field. And that area, it used to be Anglo-Good Ashanti quarters, and we break quarters down. And criminals be acquisition containers. And as I speak tonight, people are shooting people there. If you go in now, tonight, there are people who are hiding weapons in that area. They sell cocaine, they sell guns, they sell weed, they sell red. They are shooting. Around 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, you cannot pass through that area. The police needs to go put a post there. And I need, with all due respect, the IGP, this is a plea from me. Almost saying kunipa. That BDSO drug den today, IGP, let your men go in. You cannot rely on Obuasi police. The district commander in Obuasi has failed everybody in Obuasi. The commander in charge of Obuasi police, he has failed every single person in Obuasi. The regional commander in Ashanti region, he has also failed every single person in Obuasi. Because the reason I say, it is going on. And I want to talk to the Ashanti regional minister. Go to Obuasi. There is a place that your friend BDSO. The level of drug peddling, the level of guns are yet torn wo, and the man before pon joma omun to me enko fie. And the obiko asore nyumria on to me mafie. And the obiko ejuma on to me mafie. Emranti and mabawa ne kuta tu. From next week, I am going to show faces of these young men. Ewo Obuasi BDSO. Omuna omuyeden omotonton sedro. In fact, I am going to get a list of their names. Not macho omudini omunim. I am going to show you every one of them, Mr. IGP. But before that, please, NACOC should send men. NACOC boards, your friend of Mr. General Mante. General Mante. This one is a personal plea from me. Release your men. Let them go on the ground. They will go in there, go buy the drugs. They will know every single person selling red, cocaine, selling guns. Obuasi BDSO. I am showing you the specific location. Obuasi BDSO. General Mante, I will find every means to find your number and personally call you and plead with you to send your men to Obuasi. NACOC. I am pleading with the IGP, Obuasi BDSO. That is where me say omutumi botuo ekunipa na makataso ewo Obuasi. Yefriwa yebeko wenchi Bono region. Also another drug infested region. We will come to Wenchi. Right now what we are going to do is say yeah, Baba will help it. NACOC Ghana Police Service, the task force in charge of this, to make sure say omo amotonton du bonu agade nyina ye de omudi baba TV so ye the pictures beba TV so ye be publish omo din ye be ma Ghana for nyina the people who are doing this in Ghana. But for now no, I am pleading with the IGP. Obuasi bidieso. Obuasi bidieso. The person that all leading this nonsense Obuasi bidieso no, I'll get his name right now and tell you. I must spread it around the world. It's coming from the White House. Restricting and limiting way from the presidential action. An executive action. The president has taken a decision. The government of America. Restricting and limiting the entry of foreign nationals to protect the security of the United States. Into America for some be restricted. Foreigners oboba America. Sene be yomusubetuma America ho ban. Na yenye focus no Africa. And you zoom in no you call West Africa, which na Ghana war. Now my team, they've been able to take some of the pieces out for me to speak on. Into this is what they basically got out of the whole year. It's a long statement. Now, purpose and justification. National security focus. The reason why America, for years, and say they want to focus on their national security to protect the United States of America. Because some believe that right now, no, there are too many foreigners coming in, and when they come into America, some of them don't exit. Some of them too, they do things they are not supposed to do. They believe, say, crime occurs, and some of the crimes in the foreigners and their committee into they are restricting some countries, some foreigners from entering Ghana. So the proclamation is framed as a measure to protect the United States from potential threat posed by foreign nationals from countries that do not adequately share security-related information or fail to meet identity verification standards. In terms of focus in your countries are to be omni America for almost security system no en link en sync. Omo countries are omo tumi omo di djuma just omo pay information be easy for them to get that information. In Krobi or Africa, so America for air information and din momo. So omo some so ye pe Kevin Taylor won some or Ghana or Ghana ni or ABB din crash so many access to those information. In terms say they are making sure the sign krona omo ni America for ending sawoso when it comes to data sharing, their information about foreign nationals in and out from Chrono, omo the restriction to San Chrono. So send ye beya sebio at least so be robu chroma a chrono free mono, omo say crow dear, omne wo juma dia nansa was so bia say bibi crasia obetumi a credit komo. Into these are some of the reasons in tia. The president Donald Trump edit sa proclamation way abba legal authority. It invokes the president's authority under the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA, particularly sections that allow suspension of entry when deemed detrimental to U.S. interests. Basically, Obibeka said, where the president no to me and the constitution no emano your act we are your friend Immigration and Nationality Act and no na president ni gina so and the ordinary no asem abetu bia say inkro bebre Africa mu a omo pese omo mo kwan ema omo mu nipa no dodo no ewura America na say omo ba America ebi mo ho a 50-50 tabono no enda omo so saa eda omo so kakra na yapagya ne kakra ebi so ho a tabono no ato omo so pa sebio o ekronim na say eho na wo free a na wo Africa untumi ewura United States of America. Now yeko enim no team stay with me. Pieces of the statement no and I may try to let you. Now the next one now Osha document ni moi. This is what it says. It's from the White House, Section 2. Continued full suspension of entry for nationals of countries of identified concern. The entry into the United States of nationals of the following countries continue to be suspended and limited as set forth in Proclamation 10949 and herein subject to the categorical exceptions and case-by-case waivers described in Section 6 of this proclamation. Inti America for say San Crowe the Omoka nyina say this San Crowe San Crowe almost suspending omo sa in Crowe ya omo Africa no almost suspending Crowe nyina omu di mujuma, but for now, no de sankro we omo suspend omo ehona wo free a untumi emfree ho emba America. Sebio these countries, Afghanistan ka ho, Burma ka ho, Chad ka ho, Samira Baumia Krum, Republic of Congo ka ho, Equatorial Guinea ka ho, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. In these countries there, America say, omo de tabona to omo so they cannot, their citizenry, they cannot come into the United States. Exceptional cases they might waive these restrictions. But for now, these countries, the restrictions have been placed on these countries. This is what is happening now. Let us move forward with the information. Now, aka a statement a free White House about Bontino. Now, uko wenima. It says this: countries affected. Countries now affected. And one some sort of the proclamation targets specific countries that have been assessed as failing to meet U.S. security criteria. While the document does not list them in the summary, it implies that these nations either, one, do not share sufficient criminal or terrorist information with the U.S. Almost say, adikudientia, omu jina so ama inkrobi, omu stopi omu nationals so omu tumi ra America nene say. Inkrono omu busomu say, sebio ukro money we no information e wano ho ye pe information bia ayana inkrono twetwe omu na ase omu mpese omu be pene inti eno so emwa America ema omu ntumi enhu nipa omu bedi omu ewu ene omu de adwumfin ana adwene bone ebetena kronum inti ose saa nyoma ni bi na wegina so as the president of the republic or gina sa act no so ede tabono atoto saa nkro no so every say saa nkro no omo nya omo adwene say omo bebiem na omo ne America edinsa wo so se ne ebe ya nipa bi omo free omo nkro mu a omo beba ho no omo behu omo ase omo behu dwuma omo di omo behu say ebia no omo join group bi a omo di ewu ebia omo nya Al-Qaeda fo ebia omo nya inti omo se saa nyoma ni nyina no nkro bebie no empese omo beye inti omo so de omo hu ni say omo pese omo bo omo kro no ho ban omo pese omo bo America ho ban inti saa nkro ni de omo de tabono atom so lack robust passport and identity verification systems. Omo say saa nkro ni bi na omo de tabono to omo so omo ntumi mma no Africa fo nkro ni bi no omo passport no engyina ne na so sebi o de passport no beduru a any bibia kire se passport no e footprint bi a obetumi di akire ewu se passport we de sebi o ekura odi free so ba no ekuro na giatum sene okuja to black wa ende we make sure say chip embedded passport ye magana for passport it has been verified around the world sa statement we ya antis America forecast say holding a national ID card almost say passport verification says almost say lack robust passport and identity verification system. They are specified or they are being specific on the passport because they recognize passport as the only or the most reliable travel document around the world. In terms of saying passport ne die say endimu say emunya dia omo hu ni se saa nkuro no omo nipa no omo ntumi trust omo so omo bewura ha e wo se features ne security features na etumi emo mo track passport no bebi e free ba ekuro no odi free mu no ekuro ni bibi e wo passport ni e genuine na se nye genuine data na nkasa e correct data in the saa nyoma ni nyina no omo se ejina so ntina ma eye Africa nkuro ni bi no omo de tabono ato omo so a omo ntumi empene ema eye omo mba e na omo ka bibi fa pose elevated security risk due to conditions like terrorism or civil unrest. Inti nyoma etumi ma ekuro nyina ne naso nipa bi omo background enye nti omo say edien omo ejina so ede tabono ato nkuro bi so. Now okay kan krata no ko wenima. This document is from the White House. What can be any ika. Now, already baby I did read enough for now because we don't want to waste your time. There's a lot I was saying. As soon as the bedin can already actual in Krona or more restriction or suspend you for now. No, ebine Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. These restrictions distinguish between but apply to both the entry of immigrants and non-immigrants. Inti, I know they didn't catch you much. Now, Oko baby I market reader. I'm say after reviewing the report described in section D of this section, after reviewing the report described in subsection D of this section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism objectives of the United States, I have determined to fully restrict and limit the entry of nationals of 7 additional countries: Burkina Faso, Laos, Mali, Niger, Sierra Leone, South Sudan, and Syria. Sorry, Mamen Sanfa names Libya. This is a statement from the president. Also, after reviewing the report described in subsection D of the section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism objectives of the United States, I, meaning the president, I have determined to fully restrict and limit the entry of the nationals of 7 additional countries: Burkina Faso 1, 2, Laos, 3, Mali, 4, Nigeria, 5, Sierra Leone, 6, South Sudan, and 7, Syria. These restrictions distinguish between but apply to both the entry of immigrants and non-immigrants. I have also determined to fully restrict and limit the entry of individuals using travel documents issued or endorsed by the Palestinian Authority. That is PA. Now, I'm going to say, sankro insui America for say omo di abeka inkura no mo hodada ya suspend omo say sankro me boss ya Burkina Faso wom Niger wom Syria wom ekrom Sierra Leone wom Mali wom no omo say sankro we nso no omo the restrictions ato omo so a omo no so no enya de a omo hu nipa omo free ekro ne so eba America any omo tim do crampo no so no omo so ebe den ebe hwe. Now there is another part of the whole thing me be really show enwie ye me show the other part of it. Now who study a statement na a free the White House by na omo esa kire bibi fufuro bi mu me be say ote ase eno so nie ene na efa Nigeria ho no o say hwe de echo na menkenkan na menjudwum because my meaning can we answer my can we. Now, okay document now, there's one part of the document besides where they also. But my minya butere me bit making kan amomate asia. Now say after reviewing the report described in subsection D of the section and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security and counterterrorism objectives of the United States, I have determined to continue to partially restrict. See, we see another restriction wasadi aba. In the first one no, we restrict it. And they see the all partial, all restricted partially. Into them really chose is here no. Sierra Leone, Syria, Burkina Faso, Laos, the other 7 countries no or say or they were restricted where they partially were restricted partially. Or say I have determined to continue to partially restrict and limit the entry of nationals of the following 4 countries: Burundi, Cuba, Togo, and Venezuela. Inti sa 4 countries we know almost no restriction and your 4 restriction a 50-50 a partial restriction, which is Togo, Burundi, Cuba, and Venezuela. Sa countries we a partial restrictions. Uko enima I'll say I've also decided to modify. President Trump and Ekasano I'll say I have also decided to modify the partial restriction and limitation on the entry of the nationals of Turkmenistan into a country called Turkmenistan. Or say Omonosono, he has also decided to modify the partial restrictions into Omono, no more partial restrictions, I say, into all modify no. We don't know what he wants to do. These restrictions distinguish between but apply to both the entry of immigrants and non-immigrants. Inti wakachiremo moi murem ene moi murem kura monsam ensisi so. Now, after reviewing the report described in subsection A of this section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism objectives of the United States of America, I have determined to partially restrict and limit the entries of nationals of the following 15 countries. See, where J. After reviewing the report described in the subsection D of this section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism objectives of the United States, I have determined to partially restrict and limit the entry of nationals of the following 15 countries: Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria, Senegal, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Tonga na dedo. Pipi. Tonga na ai. Inti Donald Trump said, after reviewing the report described in subsection D of this section, and after accounting for the foreign policy, national security, and counterterrorism, to partially restrict and limit, or say partially restrict and limit the entry into, they have partially restricted these 15 countries and limited the entries, meaning some nipa 100 visa by America, Nigeria, or nipa 3. They have partially, and they have done what? They have limited the entries of these countries omoba America. Into countries, are partially restrict and almost making sure say entries to the United States limiting. There are two things there's partial restrictions and then limitation in the entry. A double silencer. It's partial restriction and limitations into the amount of visas, the quota, the number of visas they are going to issue. And in chrono any DNA say afraid it could be Angola kahun, Antigua and say another country kahun, and Barbuda almost so kahun. Yawo Benin, a West African country, Cote d'Ivoire omoka ECOWAS, Dominica, Gabon, the Gambia eka eyedien omoka ECOWAS, Malawi, Mauritania, Nigeria eka ECOWAS, Senegal mu nyina wurum, Tanzania, Tonga, Zambia and Zimbabwe. We mun yomo hwe World Cup ni bi. Tonga, ping. Mr. S, get me Tonga. Tonga. Awoya, I tin. Mamba kuna. Ghana we fail in rap no ye feature the failure no. I so we call a rapaholic there ankafako ebu noa. Fa ba kuna remix na akwana we fail in music no eka ho. Sa akode. Now, Mrs. You gave me something. Oh, that one was the old one. And, okay, that was the continuation of the man back. As we speak now, no, partial restriction, limitation or limited entry. Aka Nigeria, aka Senegal, aka Gabon. Sorry, aka Gambia, aka ekrobi to say Ivory Coast. Jack. Just technically, Ghana nkwana sansem we nyina ankaye busa musa dentra. When you have a government intelligent relations, when you have a government almost smart in what they do. You see, I'm not for argue say as a nation you need to collaborate with some other nations. And foreign affairs ministries, the way they basically communicate with the American government, and then amasa countries when America for ehun say they are not supposed to allow them or limit their entry into the United States. Assembly nipa neka. Enti we need to understand say at least enya kura na we Ghana ni a now your NPP ni na wasantimemu a sebi oye nyina ebetuma ba America. On the situation I know. And we Ghana ni a because of the NDC government inti ya restricted Ghana but ya restricted Ghana for. Inti this is something I also catch a gun in Libya. Imagine you are a businessman and all your business partners are in the United States of America. Now, in the United States of America, now at this point, you know, you have the restriction we have. So what you make 90% of unconform here ejuma or Ghana are more businesses in America. At this point, Omejuma will still exist. And sometimes right now, idea we know, Sanyuma we know, Sibia Ebwa. It is all NPP near and also that a year Okuja to Blakwa. And when any kwasi you know, because Sanka enye only leadership, any John Mahama leadership, anka restrictions we kediebeka home. Why? I didn't have a Why? Are we better than Nigeria? No. Are we better than Senegal? No. Are we better than Gambia? No. Are we better than Ivory Coast? No. We are not better than them. But because our foreign relations, you know, is better now, no, internet yam for Ghana and Kasa restrictions we let us give credit. Let us understand to say we have a government now that is intelligent, that is working for you. Kwasi ampenyi wo fa tiabrochire. Okwa na wo fa fraud, wo akwohwe wo fa dwuma na waba. Woto na wudi Mahama tem. Ankanya Mahama ene born homodin any America for din sawoso eye transparent America for so transparent to us anka as we speak anka kwasi anka wo fa anka ese kranka ontumi embefa wo. Me na wo ka say yes next month o ba be ko US embassy interview kwasia otiba ntama di matem. Odwan otiba kwa didi me matem. Enya ban bi na te so ena aban no etumi ni America for din sawoso papa anka kwasia anka udete ebuko am anka yamfrew anka ase odwan wotiwo o twema US lottery aba na yama visa ma odi akọ se anka ban na ete so no se the relationship with other countries to America enya anka odwan wotiwo di matam kwase ampanyi NPP ahye wotirimu no anka won kwase America nka onya bi nkọ ofui one friend ex-boyfriend afre wo fiancé say World Cup we there ye pese eba bio e wo so ye bibi e wo so the invitation ba odwan ka restriction we ka Ghana ka ho ena nka yentumi anko bia nka obeka se John Mahama na aye we yemfa credit ne ma John Mahama yemfa ma the Foreign Affairs Ministry and the minister who is in charge of relationship between America and Ghana nwan na wo just me the becha bon nwan Mr. S iti adin dia durin say Mumiyambo nsema John Mahama mumiyambo nsem ema okuja to ablakwa modidi okuja to ablakwa temama je oya hunani nti Jimmy 40 say omahene komna sante tumi tena de atumi tena asempa na opeso odidi okuja to ablakwa tem na adwini mu no oya hunani nti odidi na tem abuofunu why wefu se dansen so pe work up akọ okuja to ablakwa nti ende inwan te se mo benya work up akọ wedwa Kevin edidi atem mo bodam ende okuja to ablakwa ene John Mahama nti mo ahemfo betu kwan akọ America akosa mo ho yare ko mo nyina be kafie wu wedwa boy we dia de okeka nsama kese sa ofui nanka mba ha no weti asori maka jo se meti asori maka jo se me betena ha no me beti asori enye John Mahama ni okuja to ablakwa anka ahemfo yare hyehye mo ho a de bia ye kwa abrochire anka mo nyina be wu Ghana anka asofo yare hyehye mo ho a ye kwa US for medical checkup anka mo nyina mo be wu Ghana enti mokoda mo mbompa ma NDC international nche 41 years na aka no no mutumi chechere Ghana sa restriction we nanka enye John Mahama obi ka say all of this country are supposed to take the same approach towards America hwe na so we take approach towards America if America ho mumie ni nyamba bre but ebi be bra chen bi that is the fact. If these countries take a reaction, say the America fire no be bia. The question here is America for do saying about sankro we mu. Ejumadi edi America any sankro we mu no. Why pa na enya hu sika? Say nkro we ni America di dwa. Hwana mu na enya sika. Eye nkro na enya sika say America na enya hu sika. So feel say business a only America ye no. America ACC wa retaliate ni anhwe se na obe survive. It's simple. And I'm not trying to let you think say African countries cannot be. We can see a free continent and until you have the right to retaliate. But media they hear me say as we speak today because of John Mahama's administration, the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, because of Abanwe, relationship, they understand foreign affairs. They understand, say, you need to be transparent, open. You need to make sure, say, yeah, with friends, you have some respect between you. Into taking decisions, whether you like it or not, United States of America is the biggest country on earth. When it comes to firepower, they have firepower than anybody else. And when I say firepower, you should understand. When it comes to their currency running the world economy, it is a fact. You can describe other countries and China, but we do not still deal in the Chinese currency. We still run with the dollar. Whether you like it or not, the stock market, the bile of the stock market around the world is in New York. That is where we decide the stocks. Inti, you might hate America and love other countries. I like Russia. I don't care. What I care about is that the United States of America and Ghana, the relationship today, I can say, is a solid one. And we as a people, we are not stupid. We are also being careful the way we deal with Americans. We are not going to make America take advantage of Ghana. It's a win-win. This should tell you, say, you have a president, you have a government that is intelligent, that thinks about you. Inti boga se nyumbre mo no bie na mo no eye de mo ndro na ene mo nkwase ajot na aya mo mbompa ya ma John Mahama na enya John Mahama anka wo boga yes next week ye de wo ba America be hwe wo kidney ka wo bewu wo ohene na wo si next month wo be so ba America be hwe ho yare nka wo bewu wo sofo no inti mo koda mo mbompa ya ma John Mahama na mo nsan mbompa ya ma Ategya Adwoa Blakwa na ahunani baako ene tani ene omotuma gi Ghana efri saa ensohwem World Cup no eni na bie inti nkwasiafo na mudi atem no John Mahama ne NDC for say munyina munya botre na tonga kura ka ho tonga e ka ho there's a tonga because of a tonga akwa mani jimedwuma ho ye ginem. But I just want to talk to the Foreign Affairs Ministry and the government of the day. Mamo ma Nigeria for them beje visa bia okrom ha o munya right now na omuntumi ntukwa na omo ba minimi nkofo yesi bia igboni we de manfa sa Nigeria for me minimum na nyini ye minimum me wo fa asem ye igbo ni jesia me Nigeria ni sanko for no nya lie we no mo ba ochene ye mo ba. You guys have to be very strict when it comes to issuing of passport. Mr. Ategya Adwoa Blakwa, we are not going to make it look like say bedia grow. Nigeria for no nya lie they say so ye mo ma omo ba ye ni mu nkofo we omba benyenye mo ma no Ghana no maka so me Ghana for oga so munko mu krom pe omso mpe jollof oga so munko pe omso madi fufuo Nigeria for ne ba enti we should monitor the passport office. Nigeria for ba fa Ghana ba America enti munya very careful and son omo blow this thing up. So this is a message to Ategya Adwoa Blakwa. The passport office, the Ghana Immigration Service. Right now Nigeria for them we said the only option is to come to Ghana and come find a passport to go to America. Stop them. Miami Krov for I know them. I know Nigerians. Nigerians, them call South Africa. South Africa for ma no munimshi. Nigeria for na kwachire mo abra obra. And South Africa for ma hu. South Africa for me mo so mo pel mo. Nigeria for ye ni mo. First in South Africa, o kona so rent dan na akonwa sim, empa sim. Obekona sink boom na bath wo ho Nigeria for kwa no mutu no masesa nyoma ne so de ko yenim Nigeria for and they all hide down South Africa e tell to ho nyoma ba Nigeria for some na make kire me won fa say me igbo ni ntina me cheche Nigeria for tricks no omobo me say Nigeria for no ba. I'm telling the passport office, this is the time we have to tighten a passport passport registration. You're making sure say Ghana for the Ghana for passport. And the Ghana Nigeria for obu ba Nigeria di ba monka nse onka H omuntuminka H omuka H. Mamonka said nkran for Nigeria for nkran for the omushala no omuka H omu de enim omu. But Nigeria for nka omuntuminka H. Into omu ba most omunka hallelujah omuka hallelujah. Nigeria for omuntuminka H omeka say H. Menka say nkran for so ka H nkran for de omo na shara kasa omu de say me nyame for okay AH ma AH bibio omo shara no omuka ehi anything nkran for ka ehi enye so omuntuminka H. In Nigeria for so omuntuminka London omeka London. Nigeria for omo no bebre omuntuminka nti mon list na mon twa omo oye den obeka ba ko wrong. Some of some so Nigeria near or set Neninda no so no tani mo obeka omo obo so Nigeria ni o tani mo obeka ni krom kasa. Inti mo ganjom say visa no passport acquisition no intemu ka ho intemu. Into Toronto Kasa, how are you? Oh, my name is Frank Kuma. It's okay. You are Nigeria? Yes, that is why I'm coming for passport. Now, immigration officer about for the chi. Now, what time mu? Obeka say omo. Obeka say kilo de. Na no be from Nigeria de be pie. Into omo tete wa passport interview. Now, what time mu? Obeka say kilo de. Obeka say Nigeria de be pie. Say Nigeria na ina monkey ewom. Oma tena so omumu at the NPP for inner monkey no say adena nkasa no ya yes a tiny aleche kankpe ya yes a tiny tiny super tiny ojimi girl bio asem we mintanka hey tiny ba me bar revenge and I'm say me I am those times 2000 and either 2000 and 2000 or 2001. That time now we release the first album. Bad man. Hey tiny. Me feeling it still oh. I call it Jimmy girl then allo granyumbi oh. Man be careful oh. Alle check bank page. I call we la sa oh. Me small girl yo. Just say me anan someone me besa me ka. Me say sa tiny oja korano but me say about revenge be match no ma tiny in tiny no ono nko na obi a wotuma defeat me ne meka no kra me see no yen defeat me is how dabi me kwa me ba as that time no boy me can 2000 the year 2000 tiny jim girl just say akwa ba ye no boys ye feeling no just say man be den enkala lie be Mr. Get me this song. Mambi, botoy. I'll check and pay miaba. Go back. According to the sanyum la sa langa sa tiny to my dear so. Hey, tiny. Maybe I'm sure I'm a go a hard guy. But see, I don't know, catch them la lie in cranny boy with bois. As I see, we're seeing I ever come as I was suma. And you do as I will. Because boy, no, I low rap be. Akwa ni yamza ko tre te se hata me yakotre no so yakotre ye nyina ya fon ena tiny di ni name sa aleche ye nyina ya buy show ena ye nyina call ye girl nice girl your girl this your boy me fine me say hata me jimi kakra girl ne se me kakra na me so me say girl no enti obi a shema so me sister me jimi enti e ko show no tiny a me ginam unia sa time no Captain Planet way no so ne abortion so di ba ku bia be ginam that program no munyina baby. Captain Planet is another stubborn guy. Captain Planet, it's been a long time. Text me here. I can't find your number again. Wow, Captain Planet. I just Kevin say on texted me. Refill me who number no. Captain Planet. Honestly, abortion. On the back of the masia dien. Captain Planet dien. Just say rap Rudy. Just know who they call. Basa boys no. Yako program when you are tiny. Among for some of them, Jimmy or boy, we need do there. Or by the God to the chest or sister. The machine is so chow. Unia. Hey, Mr. Get me a letter can't pay. Get me, man B. Sanyum na Unia. Yako program no. Book back is back again. Sanyum na buy a 4x4. Tiny buy book back a bright mo. You call the buckle, you can't buckle, yay, you can't buckle. It's not a uniska. I come light one bin a show. Book back your body buckle, a man up and tingling, or body the mouth to me choose so you have to say go who catch your mammy. I get me a fine, Unia. Hey, I like. Besides, get me tiny, I'm make baby. Hey, tiny.
No. Hey.
Jack, and I just say, I dare no, ya program no, boys. Me sata me koye that time na day school. Me no me paddy's handsome way. Paddy's him story. Nipa o dim sa story when we wu. Me man no money. May you so rest in peace. I know me paddy pa. Me no koye. Money catch them me say boga. Because I call school be member school di e school be ne koye. Na school ni e girl school e ne koye. Na obi a machine wo ho. Hey, tiny pa. Alete be fucking guy o. But me feeling fucking. Onu go to defeat me, half defeat me, 10%. Obi to me defeat me. Me. Obi to me defeat me. Na anu me do abedi. Ana oni aye call ye atasa. Girls school be our cry, membodi no. That time akwale kuye ho na a girls entertainment prefect. Masa asem na me keka no. Na mama boys bia ma have body bia o hey per seconds. Wow, we daddy oba betro bi bo amechiro ade me no be ye no. Okay. Na unia yakọ girls school na our cry omo hye kalabi ein girls school. And girls entertainment one fair. Hey, now over school be me tranka. You know those times who be me tranka pe get the picture the boho. Hey, ekoye. Seniors ni na bo me because of girl no share. Now asem na okay. Masa when maka sam I me say memo church schools din wa memo church schools din wa me say schools din. Me mam code bia unia na call programming. Boga me kwa afia sa big pen. Ba me na me young na me nice o na me nice mo na mo hu se me wi ni tira na mo tell me young na mo hwe me ni a me ni shen ai se ma regaria ba me ni bright it ekuye get who me say smiling bands ai me wa fat nice boy and your call sa school me bo school ni din sa school na wo in kind ai nice girls school o ma tade I say e yibi sa white bi light blue bi name nice kwa no o mo fe uko hu omo ntako a aso abodam si bi omo twa skirt no so omo twa se no te say I say atra I say try ai ne na kokomu da ho so nda ho I say the bibia atofo mo tam wo twa se no omo twa se no or 37 inches ho baby na me no kind simple sa no any call school ho that time boy Jack per second ya gi second year for no uniform na hye inti blue na bi wom any the white to ase na boss that time na loafers aba now was ka to loafers ya ne papa no mo abrochi inti ya uncle so abrochi inti ya she loafers papa ne aba programming book back or bill so 4x4 bill no so aleche so bill no so aleche kan pay or bill no so me boom in same tiny tea the raw but the motivation woman nyina say try remember motivation no motivation is a mesaba back. The here say what of from no osaba back. Iti you show na say. And I just say omo performing in awie sometime koye oh Jack. So ha na a Ghana ba no the Paris be hello this is my friend Usha so media near channel. Just so na lead bibia. Girls so do mba so koye into ban me really jam away way. Some me last kill me last kill scorpion anka sa scorpion. You from Scorpio, but I did nam yes copy. Last killer, me a machine no and a handle entertainment thing. I to be na me do school. I say yes, boga. But I say school run no. Me na me school run no. Say madam senior machine na ba into school run ba into school baby singing about how are you? Oh, you can stand here. You are bringing water. Your school that is. Your school your sugar that is. What board down? Just unia program ne koso, Mr. S. Mami aleche. Tiny a fucking guy, you me feeling no. Aleche, oh, what be the name of the song? Aleche can't pay. Oh, anyway, Mr. S. Also on kind no. Oh, tiny mammy cho you know. Iti ya ko you know event no. Ya ko event no. Which one? Dabi. Mr. S, I want the mention me OG back one of the OG songs and na me kaya de bia ma me hitting me mini tiny no na nam hot ano akwa no ohun by revenge nti ama yesi ano me nhada me enwom no aha besides me be kire enwom no but me boy din enwom ni din pe amafo be gin say ebia edin na da nwom no sunti nti besides me ba Sunday. Me be Sunday and you no link na bro. Me says because if I mention the song the name I'm on for me line no but on what tell me who be a make kako. I me says mo de me my ghost team have not told you things. Bra ma brenam hano. So I've seen it team. I'm going to get it for you. I'm trying to find a link for you guys. Anna You say obi etie Kevin tell me a story o bodam. Guys, I know they find the link. Iti your program na say. Anna, oh, where the link day? Yes, I see the song. Make I send you a screenshot. It's easier. Yes, make I send you a screenshot. Me we am the nyom na twas here na man for the hu de meka. Me say, Gano, ne wa fe. Na ya go for na perform we ema tiny aba that time wa boshe tibi la live bi no de hanki bi ahye ni komu ohun sa de na aleche that no a nice guy you say go stay a nice guy na kwana be perform na de call school no omo assembly hall e ho na I just say last hour ye kwa akotwi kese say ya perform we ntie kotwi internet de owura inside na onye hard de a in that time no boga me nice 6 pack ye be 18 come to me ba me nice. And your room now, you share. So, unya me one corner side like light. I say, oh, I had a light visa. I had a fan chain. Me sure I create no corner about Miss Diana Cossi. I feel Jijina one me say, Tiny and call for Biabe came home by hello, oh, Tiny and Macassa fine. So, what's up, Bibia? No, Mr. Gano, and girls, oh, everything is fine. Are you guys okay? Are you going to go? And I'm yes. And Mr. say, oh, now we have to leave, but the organization, so we have to take your number. Mr. Aqua, we did number heading. Fumia. Sometimes Tiny one in him Ghana. Hey, Tiny pa. But me feeling so by a fucking guy. Hey, Niado. Iti. I want to say the mwasa me chi inti some na me get one fair. Now they na beka. Itani share me kakra no saba say boss what's up? And I'm some good. What's up? Now I can see the chill around. Say yeah, I'm chill around. What's up? So we go and since they say I say come on. Sana Tiny distracting me. Tiny distracting me mama ja kwara no ma. Hey Tiny nkran kwara. Hey Tiny. Hey drummer, it never forgive you, Mimbo. Anna, Tiny, allo, Tiny bear destructive job to say about Umia, and no distract on me dambano. Little, I'm got to ya. Tiny in a match, no. Make a come in some go and I say, Tiny, Alpha Mechi, Ako win match, no. I'm a genuine mantiasie. Anna, me catch them, say, hey, me a corner. Me lose fight sa enti me call back e ma me to call baby to say Sudan me call Bob Brabi and me call Gada weapons e call Gada and me buy back me buy ya Tiny amre why amle ne hit song ne call and space be dem and Tiny I am not going to go like that because I'll be back like Schwarzenegger